is a high-quality printer who offers a direct mail, packaging, and high-quality printing with web, sheet fed, and digital capabilities. We service a lot in the financial, healthcare, customers that require data security. We have a lot of accreditations for high trust, SOC 2, Type 2, also for ISO certified. We have been using EPS software, and I'm here with Kyle Kennedy to talk more about that.
Hey, my name's Kyle. I am the Director of Enterprise Solutions. We have been an e-productivity software customer for a very long time. And our base enterprise solution is basically a foundation. Over the years, we found that we do need to have additional softwares layered on top of that. And fortunately, EPS has done a great job of offering those additional solutions that implement scheduling, implement estimating, implement shipping, and shop floor data collection throughout the entire building. It's important for all those things to happen because there is over 75 machines on the floor that we need to track. So for us to successfully run a profitable business, we partner with EPS to find all these solutions, build a suite of software products that really supports what we're trying to do here, which is ultimately servicing our customers with both information as well as great product.
That's the great thing with the Monarch software. We're able to see where jobs are at on the floor. It's a quick snapshot with PrintFlow to see where things are at on the schedule, where we have some holes, where we can fill some work, or how we can be flexible and creative. And PrintFlow is another software that we've been in just for the 5-6 years or so, but awesome for training new employees. It's very modern. It's easy to see, easy to read, and it's one that you can jump into and see what's going on with the job pretty quickly. iQuote is our estimating job entry software that merges into Monarch. We use it, it's a rule-based system, so you have to enter your data, what you want it to output, but it goes into your system and says what's the best, most efficient way, cost-effective way to run. Kyle's in charge of handling all the rules.
Yeah, iQuote was a really easy selection for us to make. Number one, it's a web-based product. It's super modern. Some of the products that are out there don't necessarily compete in the same space, where it's maybe a Windows application that's a little bit archaic. This is a great application. Any user in the building can use it from a web browser. That's really important to us, and that's important for us to attract talent that are going to be doing transactions in the software, including estimating, job planning, and all the other things that come along with all this suite of softwares. So we chose it because we knew it was going to support all of the machines. I've already mentioned it. So every single machine can be configured to kind of do its unique thing, and ultimately iQuote does a great job of finding a path for this product through the plant, through all these different work centers, and presenting, hey, here's one route that you might want to take, here's another route we want to take. This is how long and how much it costs, and this is how long this one costs. So we can make really fine-tuned decisions about which route we want to go through the plant, and those things can be based on pricing, maybe capacity, maybe we have certain resources that are unavailable for a particular time. This software from EPS makes it really easy for us to be very nimble about getting the job through the shop. And ultimately, the integrations with the whole suite, which is we're a Monarch user, we're an iQuote user, shop floor data collection and auto count, those are your direct machine interfaces. So every machine that's running is constantly real-time feeding back into Monarch and iQuote to tell the entire plant, ACs, scheduling, management, exactly what the status is of this job set. And it's a really end-to-end solution. So the second that something ships out the door, tracking numbers are posted back to Monarch, emails go to customers, all those things that we need to do to be, number one, service, and number two, be really efficient so that we can generate a profit. Like I mentioned before, we've been working with EPS for a long time, and we've built on product, on top of product, on top of product, and they've been such a good partner to make sure that those things do integrate well, because ultimately that data exchange from system to system to system to system, those major components of scheduling and shop floor, and those things have to intimately work together, or else we really don't have the true, real source of data to ultimately make these decisions that we need. And those decisions affect our pricing, and those decisions affect our capacity. So as we brought each one of these components into the suite, they were crucial not only in their presenting of the solution, but in their professional services to help us ultimately implement these solutions. I mean, it's a partnership more than it is just buying software, and we couldn't have done it without them.
And acknowledging that some of the things are custom and how to work around it, they come with solutions.
Right. They've always been willing to understand our business, present a solution, make sure that we feel that it actually fits what we need, and then we implement. And it's been a successful process for, I don't know, 5 or 6 different parts of this enterprise print suite that they've helped us build. One of the great things about this software is that they have been very forthcoming with API. I mean, when I say API, it's basically an application program interface. It's a way for all these external systems, third-party applications, to basically drive data, jobs, suppliers, inventory into our ERP system, so that basically we can connect to a customer that says, I'm going to send you a data feed. I need you to turn that into mail. We can take that data feed, ingest it into this API, and ultimately turn out jobs. The industry is going to see more data coming from more sources than just entering job tickets like a traditional AC. Most of our jobs come through a different mechanism. It's some type of XML data stream, or maybe it's some API transaction. But the game has changed, and we feel that EPS is doing a great job of extending their suite with APIs and other import functionalities that are critical for e-commerce and other data streams that we're ultimately supporting on a day-to-day basis.
Using the APIs, we're being able to sell deeper into our customers. We're a true partnership with them because we're connected. We understand what they're trying to send to us, and then we can process the data as it comes in.
Yeah, it's not a traditional workflow like it used to be, where they send you a PO and the artwork. Now we need a solution that's going to pick up files on a daily basis, or maybe all day long, and it's going to constantly output print, and give us some data feedback that always says, here's what I just did, here's what I just did, here's what I just did. They need that partnership from us, just like we need that partnership from them to keep our presses moving, but ultimately to deliver their message on time and give them full assurance that we actually did the thing.
And feedback on how the job completed, as far as post-back files and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, and the end game is ultimately communication. I mean, these software services and systems that EPS has put together really allows us to tell our customers exactly what's going on, and that's critical. Like, our visibility and like our truth is really all we have. Our reputation's everything at this point, and the software supports us being able to do that. When we were considering iQuote, it was about, number one, make it an easier experience for the estimators. Number two, maybe we don't need all that intimate estimator knowledge in their head, and we can start pouring some of that knowledge into the system, and ultimately, then you don't necessarily need expert estimators to be in every single seat, but you can ramp people up and just let them.
And you get more consistent estimates when it's rules-based versus in somebody's head.
Yeah, right, exactly right. So I mean, all that native knowledge, we've kind of at their chagrin, pulled it out of them and pushed it into the system to really drive what it is that we do here. And I mean, almost anybody could step up to the estimating computer and put in a couple specs, and they could get a route. I mean, it really has enabled us to be agile, have a lot more individuals in the building, not be estimators, but able to churn out estimates and churn out jobs, which is important.
And turn times to get the price back to the customer so that they can keep on their schedules.
Yeah, I mean, and it doesn't start or stop at iQuote. I mean, once that estimate converts to a job, everything else in the building activates. The job ends up on the run list at the machines. The job is available for scheduling. The job is available for shipping.
Paper purchasing.
Yeah, purchasing. All those
tasks.
PO requisitions are automatically created. So all of that heavy lifting that we used to do, moving data from system to system, transposing fields, doing a terrible job of copying and duplicating and copying, all those things are suddenly doing this, and it might not seem like that it's easy to everybody, but like when they understood what we've been doing over the past 20 years, it probably feels, it's leaps and bounds above where we just were. We're excited about our future with EPS for all sorts of reasons. Number one, they're making a huge effort to really modernize this whole suite, and that's important for just moving the software forward in the right direction, because we have a lot of users and they have a lot of needs, and they're continuing to hit those marks. We do foresee, like I mentioned earlier, we are going to do a lot of API. We're going to do a lot of API. We're going to keep taking data in, and we're going to keep pushing it through these systems to ultimately, serve our customers and get it right the first time. The other thing I think we're worth considering internally is how we're going to leverage AI with EPS to really do things that are unique. Maybe it'll do all sorts of work to make sure that we're getting the right estimates, we're pricing them to win. And we're gonna use all that historical data that Monarch's collected, that's iQuote's collected, and really leverage it, because I think that has to be the next thing for us to do. Like we have enough estimates, we have enough jobs that we can't continue to do business as usual forever. And we think that EPS is gonna help us get there to the next step. Fortunately, we have been using iQuote for 5 or 6 years, and we have found that it really is conducive to the packaging space already. From just the generating imposition, generating layouts to give us the ultimate path. For the most part, it doesn't really care if it's a commercial job or a mailer or a packaging job. It just knows, here's the machines that can make this, and here's your best route through your shop, and here's the least cost you can do it in. So we feel like we've already, not knowingly, picked a solution that's really going to leverage our packaging game up, and we're excited to build, physically, virtually with the software, this new sector within John Roberts.